Welcome everyone to Video Games Monthly Monday. And as always, we'll be using our highly advanced grading system to see just how good this month's box really is. Starting off, we got ourselves a calendar, which I appreciate because I never know what day of the week it is. First up, let's check out Gauge on the N64. I technically already had this game, but that was the Japanese version, so how do I feel about it now?
Well, my opinion hasn't changed much. Well, that's not good.
As you may know, I typically boot these games up on an EverDrive if I have one because it's easier and I'm lazy, but let's check out the actual cartridge, I guess.
Alright, everything seems fine. Well, shit.
This is kind of weird, I don't remember having this issue with the Japanese version.
So yeah, I'm not sure if the American version has an issue with the expansion pack, but the Japanese ROM on the EverDrive works fine. Anyway, though I'm not always the biggest fan of racing games, I do typically like futuristic racers, but this one just doesn't work for me. For one, I really don't like the flying mechanic, and also these tunnels are really disorienting. So much so it's kind of nauseating.
Anyway, as I said, my opinion hasn't changed much. I'll give it a C. Next up, we got a complete in-box Master System game, but we got two games to talk about, so first up, let's check out Hang On. I suck at this game.
It's been a while since I played this one, so much so I forgot you had to shift gears. I'm assuming this is why I ran out of time on my first race. Eventually I got a handle on the controls, but the shifting can be a bit awkward having to press up and down to shift while also trying to steer. Aside from that, it does control fairly well for the most part. The lack of music during the race kinda sucks, but whatever. Anyway, the game can be enjoyable in small doses, but it's definitely not one I'll play for more than 10 or 15 minutes.
So what about Safari Hunt? Well, it's a light gun game, and if you remember a couple of months ago I got Rainbow 3, and I couldn't get it to work.
Well, it works. Hell, I'm even playing this on the EverDrive on a Sega Genesis.
Alright, before we get too invested in this game, let's check out Rainbow 3 again.
Oh sure, now you work, you piece of shit. Anyway, this game is fun, but kinda messed up. It's like Duck Hunt on crack. I mean, as an American, I can tolerate shooting ducks, rabbits, bears. Spiders seem a bit excessive, but I'll allow it. But monkeys? And we're not talking like vicious gorillas or some shit. No, cute, adorable, innocent monkeys. Also fish.
Again, as an American, I can't think of anything more American than shooting fish with a gun. Did you not bring the fishing poles? Nope. I'm gonna go vomit. Well, hey, if you do, throw open that bucket. We use it for stink bait. Anyway, I'm gonna give this game a B for bundle. Last up, we got Cutthroat Island on the Sega Genesis. Another game based off a movie I've never seen.
Anyway, before we get started, let's check the settings. I typically like to set games to easy just for video game footage. Well, we only have the options for swordplay or brawler. I guess we'll go with swordplay. Well, starting off, this game doesn't seem too terrible. The combat feels a bit funky, but kinda works in a way. Although things take a serious turn on stage 2. So now you're in a cart making some sort of escape, I guess. The problem is there's absolutely no reaction time to avoid obstacles. I mean, I can tolerate something like the magic carpet stage in Aladdin. While still a frustrating stage, it at least provides directional arrows to give you some sort of reaction time. But no, not here. And if you run into a tree or a rock, it's back to the start. Well, we died, and there's no continues. That's just fantastic. You know what, we'll try it again, but this time let's try Brawler. Well, this actually feels a bit better. It does feel more like a beat-em-up. I mean, it's no Streets of Rage, but it's not the worst thing I've played. Anyway, we're back at the cart stage.
I actually am kind of curious what more this game has to offer, so we're gonna cheat and use some save states.
Yeah, even with save states, this level sucks. Also, it's pretty long for a level that basically requires memorization. And again, remember, there's no continues. So we were making some pretty good progress until I created this save state. Check this out. Yep, there's nothing I can do about that. Even without the save state, you pretty much have to know ahead of time in order to avoid this rock. Oh yeah, and there's no checkpoints or anything. It's back to the start. You know, at first I thought maybe this game will be worthy of a B. I mean, for a movie-based game, it doesn't seem too terrible at the start, but struggling on stage 2 even while using save states and, once again, no continues, I couldn't imagine playing this back in the day. This is just brutally unforgiving, and for that, unforgivable.
This game could have possibly been good, but I'm gonna give it a D. Well, as you can see, we got another average score of C. Thanks again for watching, guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you again next time.